My intros actually like suck. They suck. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little makeup tutorial. We're going to be playing around with some bold colours today because I feel like my last look was more of a smoky glam, but using neutral shades. So we're going to play with a little bit of colour today. I'm going to use, I fancy using a bit of green, a bit rock chicky, I don't know, that's the kind of vibe that I am going for today. So if you're interested in seeing what we come up with today, then just keep on watching. So to start off with, I'm just going to be clipping this fringe out the way because I'm trying to grow it down and it's taking forever. I've had all my extensions taken out as well. Just ain't about that life. So starting off then, I am going to be using the Superdrug Naturally Radiant Glycolic Acid, which looks like this. I'm just going to take a little bit on a cotton pad. I'm just going to be taking a little bit. I'm just going to run this over my face. This is just going to help to get any dead skin off. It's going to give us a nice base to work with, making sure that our foundation and everything goes on lovely. So the palette that I'm going to be using is the Me, Myself and Mmmitchell palette by Beaty. So if you open it up, I got one loose shade. Take the mirror out. There's a mirror that comes in the middle of it, but if you open it up, that is what it looks like. So we're going to be using the shade Mardy, and then I think I might blend it out with a tiny little bit of Miracle, but we'll come back to that in a minute. First of all, I'm just going to quickly jump off camera and prep my eyes and my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Plouise base to prep my eyes today, as always, and I'm going to be doing a video on how to use the base properly as well. That is coming soon, just because I feel like some people aren't 100% on how to get the best effect from the base. So yeah, I'm going to be right back. So starting off then, I'm going to be taking Mardy, which is that dark green shade. I'm going to take that on a Molly O'Brien Gracie MO3, and before I do that, I'm just going to make sure there is no creases in my base. So taking Mardy, I'm just going to be starting right in the centre of my crease. So I'm just following, oh god, following the shape of my eyeball. I'm just kind of bringing it down then into the inner corner, and then obviously I'm going to follow the shape round to the outer corner, so keeping this colour quite tight and just really focusing on getting the pigment first before we do any type of blending. So to get this nice and rounded, I'm just going to start by here. And I'm just going to join them together. So once I've got a nice little type of semicircle like that, I'm going to go in, I feel like, should I blend it with a purple? So I'm going to take this one called Motto. I'm going to take this one and then I'm going to finish off with Morgan. And I'm just taking the Motto on an MSQ brush. I don't know what one it is, they just come in a kit. So I've got a nice bit of pigment on my brush. So what I'm going to do now is go on 50% of this colour and 50% onto the base. Let me zoom you in. So I'm going to be by here. I'm just going to start really gently blending this purple onto the green. Really, really light strokes, light circular motions. It'll look a hot mess, but you've just got to trust the process. So now that we've gone on top, just taking a little tiny bit of product and I'm just softening this edge. Then I'm going to be taking the Buff and Blend BB12, which looks like this. I'm going to be going into this shade, which is Miles High. This is going to be our last shade. I'm just going to blend this purple out then. So once you've got that, I'm going to go work back down in your shades now. So I'm going to go back in with Morphe, which was the dark purple. And we're just going to blend this just on top, just to create that seamless blend. And then this is where it's totally up to you, personal preference wise, how much you go back and add, how much you blend, is each to their own on this portion. I like mine to be as perfect as I can get it, so I will add and blend as much as I need to. Then I'm just going to go back in then with the green, wherever I've done my brush, and this is just going to further add more depth and darkness to the eye. And then this is where you start to see the colours actually like blend together. And that is my 3 stages of blending. So I've got the dark, the slightly lighter purple, and then the really light purple, and I work my way back down just to make sure that none of the pigmentation of them colours were lost whilst we were blending out. So now I'm going to take 2 pigments. I'm going to take Cactus by Peaches and Cream, and I'm also going to take Rattlesnake by Peaches and Cream. But first of all, I'm going to blend some black into the eyeball. So I'm going to be taking the Plouise Badda Black base. I'm just going to be taking a little bit on just like a smudgy brush. I'm just going to start blending that onto the eye. Now I don't want this to be like a perfect type of like circle or anything, so I'm just literally dabbing it on where I want, just like that. Then I'm just going to be taking a rather fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into Rattlesnake, because this is like a reflect of like golden green, and I put it straight down the middle. Oh my god, I love that. Then when we get to about here, we're just gonna blend it. So it's almost like a spotlight, but like a messy spotlight. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Cactus. Same method, just taking some of my brush, blend that on the inner and the outer. Oh yeah, like that. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and then I shall be back. Okay guys, so both eyes are done, the top anyway. Before I put lashes on, I am going to go in and do the under eye, but I want to prep the under eye first to get the most out of the pigments. So instead of using the Plouise base, I actually picked up the Kevin Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer. This little pot. I picked this up in TK Maxx. It was down to like $12.99, and I picked the shade SX03. That was just because of what they had there, but I think it's going to be quite a good match. So I'm assuming this is just like a concealer. I've never used it before, so I don't really know, so we're just going to wing it. So I'm going to dip a concealer brush. This is the Zoeva 1422 concealer brush. I'm just going to dip it in. Oh, it's thick. Oh, that is quite good. That will work, that's fine. So I'm just going to bring this up to my lash line. So when I get to the edge of the eyeshadow by here, I'm just going to lightly just buff it out and then just dab with my finger. Take this concealer right up. Very carefully, obviously. Just going to start dabbing that in. I would normally do this with the Plouise base, but I just really wanted to try this to see what it was like. A little goes a hell of a long way. So I'm just going to leave that like that just for a second. So I'm going to start off with the MAC Feline Pencil. So this is black. So I'm going to take a smudge brush. I'm going to take black, which is Mafia in the palette. I'm just going to blend that right on top of that eyeliner. Then I'm going to go in with Mardy, which is the green, on a tight brush like this. This is the Buff and Blend BB12. Just going to start to blend that right on top. Then using the same brush, well, a different one but the same version, I'm going to go back in with that Motto, which is the dark purple. Then just to further blend that out, just taking Miles High on a bit more of a fluffy brush. And we're just going to blend Miles High into it just to clean it up. Just like that. I'm going to be putting on the Luxe Lashes London in London, which nice fluffy ones. I'm going to pop them on off camera just for time, and I'm going to finish the under eye, this under eye off camera as well, and then I shall be back. Okay guys, so eyes are completely done. I'm looking really white for there. Perhaps I might just take some of that off. Okay guys, so moving on to face. I bought the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just dipped my nail in it, so it's a bit dented. So I'm gonna try this today. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my hand. Ooh, it's like a mousse. Oh. Just rubbing it like on my nose and areas where I feel like my pores are enlarged. Right, I zoomed you in because it keeps focusing on me over there. It's annoying me. I picked up the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I've actually tried this before, but I have too much of a dark shade, so I don't even wear it. So I picked this one up, hoping that it'll work. I found like they were all quite yellow based, and I don't really know why. So I'm just taking a Peaches and Cream PC26 to start with, to put this on. Oh, I'm just going to start patting this. I feel like they're also yellow, like base, like yellow undertoned. I don't know if it's the primer or the foundation, but I don't like it. I'm taking it off because it's like sliding off my face by there and really sinking into dry patches by there. I don't like that. that is coming off. I didn't like that. I'll have to have another play about with it to see, but I did not like that. No, no, no. I'm going to go back to an Old Faithful. I'm going to go in with Too Faced Hangover RX. Just taking that on a brush. This is better. This is my fave. And I'm going to take the Elcie foundation. This is the Micro Silque foundation. I've got the shade One Sand. Just Sand. I don't know where the one come from. So we're going to use this now instead, because I like it better than that. So foundation is done, now I'm going to go on to contour. So I'm going to take the Primark contour stick in the shade Caramel. For concealer, I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define in C6. So to set everything down, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. I'm going to set that using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH07. So just like to get a little bit from the tub and just pop it into the lid. And just press it on to the areas that I want to set. Then to set my whole face, I want a bit of a glow. I feel a bit matte at the minute, so I'm going to take the iconic London Luminous Powder in Original, which is like this. So I'm just going to swirl it on a big fluffy brush so that it's all equal. And I'm just lightly going to dust that over my face. Not putting too much pressure on, because otherwise it's going to like stick to you. Just instantly brings like a little bit more life back into your face. So bronzer, I'm going to take MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in Dark Tan. Taking that again on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH05. Starting at the back. That's where I'm focusing most of the pigment on. And then I'm just slowly bringing the pigment down. For blush, I'm taking MAC Peaches. Then for a nice beam and highlight, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit. This is the loose highlighter. I'm going to just take that on a Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH09 brush. I'm just literally dusting all excess off. This is glowing. I would not recommend this if you do not like a beam and highlight. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this just in the inner corner as well. So for lips, we're going to go in with Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. And I'm just going to go in with Doll Beauty Dolled Out lipstick. And then to just finish everything off and set everything down, I'm going to go in with the iconic Linden Prep Set Glow in Original and spray my face. And this is it, guys. This is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm loving this look. I love how like rock chicky and like vampy it looks. I love it. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, but I posted one Saturday, just gone, but hopefully we'll be getting back into a routine shortly. It's just finding the time, but new year, new me. So yeah, like I said, I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic week wherever you are, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye. Yeah? Yeah. What's the matter? Oh, thanks, hen. Hot. Thanks, babes.
What are you doing to your eyes?
Doing a video, babes.
What, a scary one?
No, not a scary one.
So why is there all green in your eye?
Because that's the eyeshadow, babes.
How are you supposed to look?
I haven't finished yet, so I don't know.
What are you doing right now?
Yeah, but there, do you want to be in?
No.
Come here.
No.
Come here, you. Here we are, look. Shut that door for me, chicken.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, babe. I'm going to be putting on the Lex. Okay. Oh my god, what is going on? Like, stay there. So I picked up the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Can't Stop? Can't Stop. Oh my god, I can't even talk. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs if you did, please don't forget to give me a big if you did, please don't forget to like and make sure you